Hello everybody, Average Gamer here, and welcome to another episode of Mechs. So in this episode, we're going to be looking at the next tier of light mechs for the Inner Sphere. So Tier 4 mechs. So the Tier 4 mechs for mechs, so to speak, for the Inner Sphere are the Locust-3M, the Huggin, the Commando Death Knell, the Urban Mech R60, the Locust-1M, the Locust-3S as well, the Panther 10P, and the Urban Mech R63. So it's about 9 mechs in total. A couple things you need to know about the Locust-3M, and even a lot of actually Tier 4 in general, and Tier 5. There's really no clan Tier 4 and Tier 5 meta lights. The reason for that is there's no clear winner when it comes to a specific clan mech, other than just the chassis in general. And to me, that's the Articheetah. You can use an Articheetah in Tier 4 and Tier 5. Build it out so it's nice and close in, like a lot of small pulse and small lasers and things like that with your ECM, and just you can chew through a lot of people in Tier 4 and 5 pretty good on those low tiers. They're very dangerous, very dangerous. But yeah, so I didn't really want to do a Tier 4 and Tier 5 clan light. It's not that I don't like them, it's just I find that there is really no standout Tier 4 or Tier 5 mech other than just a chassis in general. Adders are pretty good with the dual PPCs. Like I said, cheaters are pretty good with a bunch of small pulse. They can chew up people pretty good. So it's kind of a win-lose type thing. So with that in mind, we're going to do Inner Sphere, Tier 4. And the first one we're going to look at, obviously, is the Locust-3M. We're going to bring this up here. So here she is right here. A couple things you need to know about the Locust-3M. Speed, maneuverability are your primary things. A couple things you need to know, though, about the Locust. Me being a pilot that has one, and being a pilot that likes to kill them, it gets torsoed quite a bit. You sometimes will lose your arms, but most of the time you'll lose a torso, so you gotta be careful there. You gotta up the armor there. And headshots. You would be surprised actually at just how many times I've been headshotted in a Locust. You go and you poke, someone just has that, has the seismic and you're not paying attention. You poke, they kill you. Headshot, you're down. Because if you look at the Locust, right, it's almost perfectly dead center. So if someone aims for you, center, 9 times out of 10, you get hit in the head quite often. Now, it's not an immediate headshot, like one-shot kill type thing, but you'll notice that over matches, over time, you actually take more cockpit damage in a Locust than you do in a lot of other mechs, just because where it's located. That's excluding some of the infamous ones like the Archer and the Rifleman. But what we're going to do here is we're going to look to see how it comes out of the box first, and then we're going to go into the actual meta build. So here, out of the box, it's got 11 armor in both arms, 12 and 4 in the torsos, 14 in the head, 12 and 4 also in the center there. I wanted to mention that as well, make sure I point that out, and 20 in the right and left leg. Now you'll notice already that it's got a +3 to the armor in the arms and the legs, which I forgot about in one of the other videos. I couldn't figure out why the armor wasn't matching up. Like if you take the armor all the way down here, it defaults automatically to 6. So, yeah. Anyways, so a couple things that you want to do for this thing. Number one, you want to get double endo and ferro, but you also want to strip off all these weapons. You don't need them. You're not going to need the standard engine because we're going to up your armor to get you that better oomph-ha-ha, get you better speed, right? Because if we reset this thing real quick, a couple things I wanted to mention as well. So right now your speed's 129.6 without speed tweak, and your firepower is 17. You're utilizing out of the box 19.9 tons, and you're using 67 slots of 78. And your armor is 106. Heat management 1.1. So obviously, yet again, in the metagame, you want to min-max everything. Right? You want to play and win the game in the mech lab to win the game on the match. So first thing, double heat sinks. We're going to get rid of all these weapons down here. And since one of the things we want is speed and maneuverability in a Locust, we're going to put an XL engine in this thing. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put in an XL 190. Well, actually, before we even do that, I'm actually going to tweak the armor first. 12 in either arm. Now, this can be tweaked because you automatically get 3 in each arm. So you could up it to 15 if you want to. We're going to go to 16 in the torsos. We're going to go to 18 in the head, because as I mentioned, you do get shot in the head a lot in this thing. I think it's mostly just, sheer, flukes and stuff like that, but you never know. It's a light, so just kind of reduce your armor and your legs a little bit. And sure enough, first off, yep, I know. I'm a poor, poor man. We put that XL 190 in, and boom, right there. 153.9. We added 30 kilometers an hour already. Yeah. Now we're going to do our equipment. We're going to do some heat sinks. Oh, we're going to throw a heat sink in the right torso. Then we're going to go 3 in the right. You need a minimum of 9 or 10 heat sinks. Problem with this engine is it is short. I think it's short 1. Yeah, it's got 8. See, you need 1 more. So it has 9. So it's got 6. It's 6 heat sinks in this thing. Click it, it'll tell us. Heat sinks. 7. So you need 8, 9, and then you need 1 more. Because you need a minimum of 10 heat sinks in every single mech. No big deal, right? Because we're putting another one on anyways. Now, our weapons. We actually want to put on 5 medium lasers to maximize our firepower. Also, we're going to bring up our quirks here. We have energy heat generation of -5, energy cooldown of +25%, and laser duration of -5. So we're maximizing all of our quirks as well. Which, I mean, right now is not a big deal, mainly because, the skill system's going to be coming in and changing. Now, here's the thing, right? We now have 19.4 tons. Now, earlier I mentioned the quirks or the armor, right? It's +6 here, +6 here, +3 here, +3 here. I don't have the money for it because I'm broke. But what I would do is I would actually give this right arm and left arm that 3 extra tons, like add the 3 tons on there, and basically buff up my armor a little bit. Your legs, you can probably reduce it a little bit if you wanted to, but I wouldn't. Legs are always where people aim for with lights, especially Locust, right? Because the odds of hitting a Locust very, very hard, but at the same time, you can still do it, right? So, good news, bad news type thing. So yeah, so I mean, I've got 0.6 tons free. Throw it in the arms, and protect your weapons there. We've already maxed out the torsos for armor, so I'd say armor in the legs for every little extra bit of armor that you get, and armor in the arms. I would show you right now, but obviously being broke, apparently having 3.7 million C-bills, I can't afford to do this. But yeah, one of the wonders of the game, eh? I haven't played Factual Warfare in about a week or so. So yeah, to be honest with you, this would be about what, 3, 4, 5 Faction Warfare matches, and you could afford this thing, not including the actual cost of the mech itself. But yeah, so there you go. This is the Meta Locust minus the armor. Obviously, you can up the armor. I would up the armor if I could, but overall, this is the weapons you want. You'll notice our firepower is higher, our heat management's better. We're using up more slots. Our tonnage would be 20 if I had the funds for it, because I just throw the armor in the arms and the legs. Speed, way better. The only thing you got to worry about in this thing is getting torsoed, and that's it. See you next time. See you on the battlefield. Bye-bye.